Okay, 5 tongue twisters for students. This is from Learning Body. Okay, the Peter Piper. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Again, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? This next one is she sells seashells. She sells seashells. She sells seashells. She sells she sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. Listen lagi. Okay, again. She sells seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore. The she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. Di ko kapas-pasan ni. Next, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Sakto ba kung pagtabi? Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Sa'yo doon eh. Next, woodchuck challenge. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Woodchuck challenge again. How much wood would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. It's all the same, wood and the wood, yeah? The wood and the wood. Okay. How much wood would a woodchuck how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck wood? He would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Next, Bitty butter. Bitty or bitty? Bitty butter. Bitty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I bake this bitter butter, it would make my butter bitter. But a bit of better butter that would make my butter better. Again, Bitty butter. Bitty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I bake this bitter butter, it would make my butter bitter. But a bit of better butter that would make my butter bitter. Again, Bitty butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I bake this bitter butter, it would make my butter bitter. But a bit of better butter that would make my butter bitter. Ito. Why mo po? Ay magtuon ako. Lisod po akong dila. Learning Body. Thank you.